It's an exciting time right now for open source developers, I think, because, there are amazing tools out there now that are completely free that anyone can download, anyone can use, anyone can start, building applications with. I think what's happened now is these tools, because they're all open source, it's been democratized, and you can actually, hand that software to the community, and then the community can enhance it, and it can live on beyond, the purpose that you built it for. So it's not just that you have to wait for something to come to you. You can actually be proactive and be part of the solution yourself. Yeah. The volumes of data that used to be challenging in healthcare, there's a lot of really neat and interesting new tools out there to process it quicker, and you can get going very quickly. I run a research and development group, and that's just very gratifying. We get to solve the hardest problems at the company. So the way my development group changed the game with using open source and being in life sciences is we were able to take a lot of existing technologies off the shelf and blend them up into a really interesting way, all using open source. We built an application called Clasp, which is basically a patient cohorting technology. So if you imagine a specific example of that would be, a patient who took a smoking cessation drugs in 2017, took a statin in 2018, and then in 2019 they had a diagnosis of anxiety or something like that. And then they're male and they're age 45 to 65. Now that's an incredibly complicated series of attributes to match. And what Clasp can do is it can take that description and produce the patients with that definition in real time, basically. So there's 90 billion events that it can sift through in 4 or 5 seconds to produce that patient population. Clasp is different in its ability to answer these questions quickly, to basically perform attrition on a huge amount of data and get to that answer very quickly. So the speed is important, because if you have to wait 10, 15, 20 minutes every single time, you have to change your definition slightly, like, I want to add a drug to this definition. Maybe I want to see patients that took this other smoking cessation drug. Basically, you don't always know what you're looking for. You may be trying to determine what the size of your cohort is. Is it big enough to even do a study on it, right? So there's a lot of what I call what-if analysis that you need to do. The iteration process takes a long time, and to be able to produce that in seconds, you can whittle down your definition very quickly, and then produce your result and give it and hand that information off through streaming technology to other systems. Data drives all of the systems that we build at IQVIA. I think IQVIA is uniquely suited to solve the biggest challenges in healthcare simply by it. Like I said, its richness of its data set, its huge infrastructure that it has in place, and the many years that it has in the healthcare data space. My name is Brad Miller, and I'm a director of software engineering at IQVIA. We specialize in distributed systems.